Good evening, everybody. How you doing today? This is Yusuf Chowdhury, tuning in once again from San Antonio, Texas. It is 6:03. Right. Give me a few minutes here. Let's see if the restream working today, because yesterday it did not. Hey, Mike, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, man. That means it's working. Great. Just give me a minute. I'm just gonna share this real quick. So if you have any question on digital marketing, ask me now. Okay. So Mike basically asked, what is digital marketing referring to? Where you market or how you market? That's a beautiful question, Mike. Thank you for asking. Well, to simplify it, I mean, marketing, what is marketing, right? So digital basically deals with everything within the digital sphere, which is, Google, search engine, social media platforms, mobile apps, anything that is digitized, right? And of course, deals with the online. So you're not mainly focused on traditional advertising, which is like, radio station, newspapers, mailings, and billboard and so forth, right? So digital is specifically focused on the internet, the social media platform mainly, because the branding, when it comes to branding messages, branding graphic, that can be done on the internet and also can be done offline, which is the billboard and whatnot. But specifically, when we say digital marketing, we're talking about websites, graphic, search engines like Google and Bing, social media platforms, search engine optimization, Google Ads, Bing advertising, social media advertising like the Facebook ads, Pinterest, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Reddit, right? All these channels can be used for advertising platform. Content advertising, like a company called Outbrain or Taboola, where you can basically have your blogging material or your content from your website published on a high authority news sites like Newsweek, New York Times, Washington Post. So you can use Outbrain services or Taboola services to basically have your content published there. Yes, Mike. So that's a whole idea when we talk about digital marketing. It encompasses everything that we just mentioned right now. Okay, so digital marketing is like when you talk about medical school, then you have a branches of medical school. Same thing with the digital marketing. You have branches, some specialize in social, even within the social media marketing, some specialize with organic and some specialize with ads, some even specialize with only just one platform, right? So the digital marketing consists of everything, within that sphere, right? So you have to look at the website, branding, SEO, online ads, email marketing, content marketing, all of it. Yeah, I'm a Salesforce admin. Awesome. So I do some automation for marketing and BI. Yeah, Salesforce is an amazing. It's a huge company, man. You guys are a beast because you really deal with Fortune 500 companies and whatnot. So Salesforce, yes, they do a lot. You guys do CRM, data, email is part of it. So automation or email automation, it's also part of the digital marketing as well. Okay, so you got the picture, right? So that's what digital marketing is. So if y'all have any question specifically about something within the digital marketing, let's say I also talk about WordPress a lot because we build sites on WordPress. And I'm also part of the WordPress community here in San Antonio, Texas. So if you have any question about that, feel free to ask. But if you dive into the digital marketing, the subject of the digital marketing, really you have to focus on. I don't work for them. I manage a Salesforce organization for another company. Amazing. But at least you have huge knowledge on how to use Salesforce, right? So when a lot of people think of digital marketing, they get confused between online marketing and digital marketing. What's the difference? Actually, they're almost the same, right? But the three elements you have to really think when it comes to digital marketing, and that is your identifying your target audience, right? We call this sometimes the buyer's persona. How to optimize your website, because your website is like your real estate. Everything basically gets pushed back to the website. Your social channels, you don't own them, so it's better to have your own 100% own website and how to optimize it. Then you have to focus on paid and organic traffic. So when I say paid, I'm basically talking about Google ads, Bing ads, and any of the social media ads. When I say organic, I'm basically talking about search engine optimization techniques and the organic social media platform technique. You know what I mean? So basically, that all can fall under the digital marketing. Okay, so let's see if you have any question here. Any question? Let's see. Okay, how did the COVID affect the digital marketing agencies? Well, to be honest, I mean, because a lot of businesses that didn't have that online presence, they honestly did get some sort of negative, unfortunately, effect on their businesses, because they don't have proper online presence, and plus they don't have a solution how to utilize the digital marketing to expand their business. Like for example, some fitness trainers and yoga instructors basically continued to utilize Zoom or live streaming, or maybe offering different kind of subscription based kind of services and whatnot. So that's what they utilize. A restaurant basically start to use deliveries and curbside. But for that, you need to use the third-party companies like DoorDash and Postmates and Uber Eats and whatnot, right? So and some businesses that require some sort of education and training, now they're utilizing the online courses. So, but for the agencies, because of the lack of not having a proper online presence for some of these businesses, guess what? We've been actually getting so many leads even during the so-called crisis, believe it or not. And since everything's coming back to where it's supposed to be, that means the digital, if you're a freelancer or contractor or a digital marketing agency, expect to get a huge leads, because that's what's happening already right now, where so many small businesses trying to get into the utilize the digital marketing, whether it's ads or website presence or whatnot, more than ever, because now they realize the importance and the need for these kind of services. You know what I mean? So basically, that's in a nutshell, that's how it's been affected, and that's how it's going to help it. So if you are in this type of business, if you're a freelancer or a contractor, then understand that now you have an opportunity to start utilizing your own skills and run a couple of ads to get new prospects, within your business. Okay, let's see. Do we have any more questions for today? So one of the question here is in a group called Digital Marketing Questions and Answers. There's an awesome Facebook group called Digital Marketing Questions and Answers. Tons of amazing questions out there. So I'm just going to read one of them right here. How do you get international clients? What's your way? Share your thoughts making a blog post on the same subject with different case studies. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, first of all, if you're, let's say, in the United States and you want to target customers from UK, Australia, Canada, the first option really is for you to run ads, like Google Ads, Bing advertising, or social media ads, because you can technically, or even actually practically, you can select those countries, right? You can select those countries and you can have the ad be shown to those countries. So the ad is the first option if you want to target specific countries for your service. Okay, so that's the first thing, and of course it's going to cost you money because you're investing in ads. The second option, if you are going to write a content that address some of the challenges and pain points and the problems that some of these customers face internationally, then you can optimize the content for that and share it organically. But that's going to take some time for it to be built. And I'm sorry, it can be the content can be put, but in order for you to get discovered and to be found, it's going to be a long, long time to do that. That's why advertising will be the best option. And you'll continue doing things organically. You're going to also utilize the social media to make the announcement and share those content for the international type of clients. Okay, so those are the two options that you can definitely implement. And of course, if you optimize, you can create another sub page within your website that focuses on international countries or international clients. Then you can write the whole content only for that segment, for that audience. And you need to optimize that whole page for that particular country. Okay, so that would be my suggestion. Okay, there's another question right here. I need help in choosing the best SEO optimized theme in WordPress paid themes. Looking for your help, dear expert. Well, the thing is, here's the thing. When you say SEO optimized theme within WordPress, that question is a little bit. I don't know how can I address this, because the concept of optimized theme to me, as a person who's been doing SEO for years, doesn't make any sense, because optimizing the website, there's certain code that you need to put. For example, when you set up a page that needs to come with the title and meta tag and schema tag and whatnot, that is something done later when you build a site. And most of the websites are capable of that, right? Now, if you're talking about having a clean, properly built on the back end, it's not necessarily, optimized. I mean, I think sometimes they use the word optimize or SEO optimized theme. It's kind of misleading, because in order for you to implement search engine, you have to do things manually. So there's no website that just says, SEO optimized. So what does that mean? Does it mean that it is an ADA compliant? Is the website built that is suitable for people with disability? If the website built to give you the option to implement the on-page SEO, I mean, you can use rankmath.com, which is an awesome SEO plugin. My favorite is actually Yoast plugin. You can use those two plugins to help you optimize the pages. You know what I mean? So some people say, oh, this website is SEO optimized. I guess just for sale, right? But if I do recommend premium themes, I mean, you can go to themeforest.net and look at the theme that you want based on your niche or based on your client's niche. And when you purchase those themes, there are a few things you have to take into consideration. First of all, you got to see if you're able to contact the developer of the theme. If you send them a message and if they respond within 24 hours, great. Look at the reviews, more than 5.5 stars, not less than 4 stars. Look at the sales, or what are the volume of the sales. Read the comments. Make sure it's compatible with the latest WordPress. And the most important thing, make sure that it comes with a well-documented documentation, because that documentation comes with videos and steps on how to use that particular theme, right? And check out to see when was the last time the theme was updated. Okay, so these are some of the points to look for when you tend to buy a premium theme. But from my understanding, like the most popular theme right now out there, besides StudioPress, it's Elegant Theme. They have DV through Elegant Theme, Elementor, Avada, X Theme, Thrive Theme, Beaver Builder. So far these are like the top in the market, right? And most of them, when the developer build it, they come to make sure that when the Spider or the Googlebot comes in, it doesn't miss anything. Make sense? So that would be my suggestion, because to say an optimized theme for what and SEO optimized, it's kind of, in a way, it's kind of misleading. Makes sense? Because by design, how does that work? Like, what do you mean by optimized theme? Does it mean it comes with all these features? Technically, most of them do have those options anyway. So that question is a little bit kind of misleading, or maybe it's not proper way of putting it. Because to me, there's no such thing as SEO optimized theme. If I get the SEO optimized theme, does that mean once I plug it in, build the site, it's going to be discoverable? No, you still have to do the monthly SEO task. which is content distribution, link building, toxic link analysis, competitor analysis, and whatnot. A lot of work is involved when it comes to search engine. It is not just robotic or automatic, and it is not just tool based and plugin based or theme based. Okay, so that will be my answer to that question. Let's see. I'm creating a Facebook ad for Facebook Ad Manager for Instagram Story. When I upload the video and see its preview, sound is not coming. What will be the issue? Well, first, check first the sound if it works. Okay, because technically, if the sound works by playing the video on the computer, by default it should. If not, you might want to probably refresh the browser and upload it again, or you might try another video to see if it has the sound. If the sound comes in on the second video or any other video, then that basically means there's an issue with that particular video. If any other video the sound doesn't come out, then I honestly don't know what could be the problem. But that's what I would assume, or at least what I would think. Let's see if there's any questions here. Let's see. Hey, Lauren, what's going on? What areas of digital marketing should struggling businesses need to start with to revitalize a business after COVID? That's an excellent question, Lauren. I would say because of the situation where some of these businesses are harmed by not running or slow customers coming in due to the type of business, I would say the first thing they need to invest really it's ads, like Google ads, Bing ads, social media ads, because that is the one of the fastest way to basically have your target audience find you. Make sense? Because if you do things organically, it's not going to work. That's going to take so much time for you to kind of rebuild everything back. So I would say advertising should be the first thing. That means analyzing the market, see if people are still searching for similar businesses, and do a quick test and running a couple of ads to make sure that they're getting those customers for struggling businesses, right? That's the first thing. The second thing is they need to look at all their social media presence and online presence. So what do I mean by that? They have to look at their website, how it's built, is it functioning, is it user friendly? They need to look at the analytics to understand and find out who are visiting the website and how many minutes they're spending, what are the top pages. So they do have to look at the analytics of their website to make sure that they have a good website presence. They have to check the organic search engine to see if they are coming up, if people are able to find them. They need to look at their social media platform to make sure that the brand is consistent in terms of color and the message, and how and also the analytics within the social media platform, right? To see exactly how are the engagement taking place. Are we able to convert? And here's another subject that I talk about this a lot, and I see this sort of conversation takes place in many of our circles, and that is so many small businesses or so many so-called experts focus too much on the look, right? They focus too much on acquiring more followers, more likes, more views. But the problem is if you keep continuing to do this sort of thing without getting any conversion, it is actually not good, right? Unless if you have a lot of money that you want to kind of build a brand for like 1 or 2 years to kind of build that momentum, then after that you're gonna get that tipping point event where everyone's gonna start buying you or buying your service and product. I mean, that's one idea, but initially you do have to focus on, am I getting all these views? Okay, that's building the brand. Now, how can I utilize it to convert? If you do a story on on Facebook, and you get a lot of views, great. Next time you do a similar story, but this time put a link, put a landing page, put a call to action, have an offer, right? So try to think from a converting point of view. Try to think of, because not everything is just about the show off. Not everything is about views. I mean, people don't understand that just because you have millions of views, that doesn't mean anything if you're not making sales or profit or getting customers. Now, a lot of time we tend to forget that. You know what I mean? Charles, what's going on, my brother? How you doing, man? Hey, got your email, and I don't know if I forwarded it to my team, but I'm going to double check, and we should definitely help you out on that area. Okay. So today, basically, it's a Q&A session. I got a couple of questions in the beginning, and right now, Lauren's asking, about, the areas of digital marketing. What areas of digital marketing should struggling businesses need to start with the, after the COVID? So I basically said, advertising, because they need to get the customer fast. If you do things organically, I mean, you don't know how long it's gonna take, because not all the customers are coming back, and not all the businesses are opening. Some of them, unfortunately, shut down, right? So I basically said, you as a digital marketing agency, you got to help them quickly to do the market research and find out where the customer hang out, and start offering online ads so they can start getting some customers and regain their strength back. Then go back and look at the presence, the online presence, which means their search engine presence for their website. Look at the website's analytics. Look at all the social media accounts and the analytics of all the social media accounts, right? And make sure the brand is consistency from color to message to theme, and start doing things right. Okay. Um, so that's what I basically mentioned. I mean, advertising right now is very important, but after that, you got to make sure that all the site, the social media, especially the data. I mean, I don't know how much I can emphasize that the data is very, very important. I mean, sometimes you can have not even like for example, one of my clients was a surgeon. I mean, he's very good with social media, but he's not super active. I mean, whenever the patients or the customers or new patient or new customer finds him, he does his best to respond. But the interesting thing is, he's getting, first of all, a lot of his patient organically through SEO. He's also getting a lot of his patient from Google Ads and Facebook. The funny thing about Facebook, he's been running this one video ad, I believe, since 2018. 2018, yeah, since 2018, and it's still running, and he's getting leads, but he's not super active. What I mean by that, he doesn't post every day, or he's not even active in most of the places. But that's works for him. Makes sense. So, so that's what I'm saying. Pick one thing, focus on that, but make sure that everything is properly set right now, because you have no excuse to say, well, this is not going to help me. The so-called crisis, kind of woke up some people, and some of them are still not realizing it. You know what I mean? But I know for sure that for our industry in the digital marketing business, we are doing good so far. And if you're a contractor or a freelancer, get ready to start getting more leads and help them, and trying to either partner with somebody to offer more digital marketing services, or you can learn it by yourself, but that's going to take you some time. If you don't want to, you can also partner with somebody, even like myself, because I do services like, outsource my services to other companies. So if you want to add, let's say you're a web developer, you want to add designers, we have designers. You want to add somebody who's going to run social media, you can also do that. Either hire somebody to work with you as a team, or collaborate with other agency so you can share the profit or split the profit. So don't just do website. That's just one part of the product. I remember Sean, one of the amazing WordPress developers. He was doing websites, and he had a team to help him to build the website. But now he's offering more, I believe, different services, so he can help more customers. So you as a digital agency, or you as a freelancer, you need to expand your knowledge, or you need to start collaborating, or hire somebody else, or delegate your task with somebody else, so that way you can also grow. Because if you're one person and you tend to take like so many projects in 1 month, there is no way you're gonna get burned out. Okay, so that's my advice also for freelancers and contractors, to start collaborating or hiring somebody else, or just join other agencies and whatnot. Muhammad, assalamu alaikum. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. All right. So let me know if y'all have any more questions about digital marketing or websites or business. I'm here to answer any question you might have within the digital marketing. It is 6:28 p.m. Central Time, right here in San Antonio, Texas. So let me know if y'all have any more question. Any more questions? Let's see. No more questions. Let me see here. Okay, here's another question here. This question is a little bit contradictory. How to increase Instagram followers organically and quickly? When you can do everything, which areas do you? Okay, when you do everything, which areas do you task out? Right now, back in the day, like if I go like more than 10, 15 years ago, I mean, I used to do everything from building the website to market to SEO to content to social to ads. That's back in the day. Right now, all I do my best to understand my clients' needs and basically close the deal and have my team do like almost 80% of the work, right? So I basically right now delegate everything. Even though I know how to build just the basic site on WordPress, I know enough to be dangerous. But when it comes to like coding, that's something I completely have somebody else do it. When it comes to market analysis, running ads, completely let them do like 100% of those things. When it comes to graphic, let my team do that. You know what I mean? When it comes to like coaching and training, then I do that like 100%. Okay. So sometimes what you have to do, you have to look if you're so good at developing, but you cannot take more than one in 1 month, then why not have somebody else to help you? Either you do, instead of if you spend like 40 hours, you can probably spend 20 and let the other person spend the other 20, or just have them do everything and you can check and see what needs to be fixed, because now you're not going to have too many hours to fix all the problems, because in most cases when you hire somebody really good, you don't have to spend too much time fixing it. So that way you can reduce your time of working and still charge the same amount of money to your customers or even more. That way you can reduce your time and also increase your profit margin. Make sense? And that is up to you. Like, you have to look at, when you delegate tasks, if there are some tasks that takes too much of your time, then maybe you might want to delegate that. Hey Grace, thank you for tuning in. How you doing? Right? So maybe you want to delegate some of those tasks. Or some tasks are so boring for you, like taxes and accounting. You don't want to deal with it. Even though I advise you to know the basic at least, then hire an accountant. Somebody else will take care of that for you. So the idea is that if I can take a lot of work off of my shoulder, right? Some tasks that so boring I don't enjoy it. Okay, let somebody else do it. Some tasks that you're not 100% good at it, let them do it, right? And some tasks maybe you're good at it, but you want to split your time so you can spend more time with your family and friends and whatever activities you want to do. Then you can also do it that way. In fact, I remember one of my friend from Jeddah was an amazing developer. He was asking me, man, I'm struggling to hire somebody to basically take my place. So my question was to him, like, why you want to do that? Like, is it like, are you struggling? Like, is there any problem? Are you getting too many tasks? He said, no, I'm actually doing great. I said, okay, then you don't have to hire somebody. If you're doing great and you're not getting burned out, then that's fine. What I would suggest, maybe hire somebody part time and have them do some of the mundane tasks that you don't want to do it, and see how they work. If they're doing great, now you can have them probably do it full time, and you can start getting more clients, and you can delegate those tasks to some of your team member. Make sense? So that was my advice to him, and I believe he's gonna do that. What is something mundane you would task out first as a new digital marketer? I mean, that's an excellent question, Lauren. But the thing is, what is mundane for me doesn't mean it's mundane for you. Make sense? I can be here sitting like a monkey, monkey see, monkey do. I can just start, putting this thing, 20 million times and I'm fine. It doesn't bother me. So that is something like maybe subjective, right? That's something like, what is mundane for you, right? And if you don't enjoy it, because one of the things that amazingly, and I'm so blissful to see in my team, is that because some of my developers love content, love graphic, love web design, web development, I mean, one of my amazing developers, she codes from her iPhone. Like, she started coding inside from her iPhone because she enjoys it. Make sense? And when they enjoy it, guess what? The outcome comes great because they're doing it out of their love for the task, and because they enjoy it, they love it. And of course, they also get paid, right? Very well. But the main factor and motivation is because they love it. Like me, I love like teaching and training and coaching people. So it comes naturally. You know what I mean? So things that come naturally, and if you still, the saying that says like, find a skill that that you're so good at it, so you don't have to worry about getting paid or not, right? Because if you love it so much, whether you get paid or not, the outcome always looks awesome. So focus on that. So right now, sometime, let's say you are great in web development, but you cannot take more than one task, and you need to increase your business, make more money. So in that situation, one, you're either gonna work like a crazy Jamaican buffalo. I don't know if there's one, right? Like 24 hours, 20 hours, gonna just burn yourself, or take the risk and lose half of the money that you ask your clients and let somebody else share that profit. That way, now you're helping somebody else to build a business. That positive reciprocation will get back to you, right? So it's not just about you all the time. It's also about others. So if you help somebody else to earn income by hiring them or delegating the task, right? It's going to reflect on you anyway. That way, instead of just working on one project, now you have two projects and you're still making good money. Imagine if you can take like 5 projects to build the website, and now you have like 5 people, or even 3, that each one of them can take like 2 projects as well. Make sense? So that's something is up to you. Like, look at the stuff that if there's a task that takes too much of your time away, from yourself and your families or whatnot, trying to figure out how to delegate that, because you don't want to end up being the person who works forever, works so hard, and to a point that you get burned out and then you're gonna break. So you don't want to end up in that situation. In the beginning, yes, of course, if you want to experience it, if you want to see how it works, it's good to go through the experience. But my advice is that don't be like this forever. Okay, you have to really, like I always tell people, like, think like a CEO, not like a freelancer. Okay, because you don't want to end up being an employee for your business. You want the business to work for you and not the other way around. So think like a CEO. Okay, always think of like, how can I take my skill to the next level, so eventually the business can run by itself, so I don't have to really manage it 100%. You know what I mean? So that would be my advice. So going back to that question that is a little bit contradictory, which is how to increase Instagram followers organically and quickly. There is no organically and quickly. It's like saying how to increase Instagram followers slowly and quickly. You gotta pick one. Okay? If it's slowly, then of course you have to use just the amazing content, share it with the influencers, engage with them, tag them. If you want to do it quickly, Instagram ads. You gotta run Instagram ads to target audience, and that's how you're going to do it quickly. That's about it. Okay, there's no magic bullets on how to do it quickly. In fact, you gotta stay away from some of these so-called softwares. Hey, pay monthly and you're gonna get 20 followers per day. Most of them are not even relevant, right? Some of them probably even pay somebody to basically get you like fake followers. You don't want to do that. And the other question is, like, this is your question. Okay, my question to you, like, why are you focusing on followers? The fact that you're asking a question that you don't even know why you want followers, that means you don't understand the business, right? If your question was, how can I increase Instagram targeted followers who wants to, let's say, buy my product or so, that's different. So if you want to increase targeted audience so you can sell them and provide the service to them, that's the proper way to put the question like that, right? And if you do that, of course, you can't get it quickly. You have to run an ad to get quickly of these people interested in product services, but organic things takes time. Okay. So there's no quick, and some of the answers here are great. So one answer from Adam Sergensen, let's see, 8 things to keep you focused on. The headline of your post, okay, has to be enticing. Know who you're targeting, great, and build 80% of your content around that avatar. Consistency of the content, good. Do live video, or that's good. Post a variety of content, stories, videos, social proof, and periodic sales posts, excellent. Engage and interact on your posts and with your followers. Engage in Facebook groups in your niche. Build your business vertical ecosystem for trickle down revenue. I don't know what is that. You gotta simplify these words. I know what it is, but the point is, I don't like big words. Hey, Jonathan, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in. If you do these 8 things consistently, you will win and earn on social media without spending on ads. Yeah, but that takes time. It's not fast. It is true. If you do this thing, Adam, you're absolutely correct. But that's the part where it comes organically. Okay, that's the part for organic stuff, not for quickly. Quickly, it doesn't happen. Okay, but these are a lot of good answers. So if you guys want to learn more, you can check out digital marketing questions and answers. Charles, how effective are Facebook ads versus Google ads? Beautiful question, Charles. The thing is, the behavior in Google ads is a little bit different than Facebook ads because Google ads is search engine. That means people go there to search for information, to search for product, to search for answers. Okay, but Facebook is mostly the behavior is based on your likes, the page that you follow, the content that you post. It's called affinity, right? And most people don't go to Facebook to look for information. They go there to watch either stupid thing, argue about politics, or post too many selfies because they're narcissist or depressed, right? That's the majority. But even if you're on Facebook ads, even if you're on Facebook ads, it will basically show to specific audience that are interested because they like those pages or those type of services. So there's a possibility that they're going to also click. Both are effective, but the behavior is different. And the thing with both Facebook ads is much affordable than Google ads. So my suggestion is you need to utilize both, not just one. First, do the research, find out where the market exists, then utilize both of them. There's a long answer, a question here, Grace. Yusuf, let's see. I sell Lurton pendant lights, and it's for the so-called mid-century design and modern rustic interior. I found that if I constantly Google for interior designers in this design theme that use Lurton pendant lights and read their blogs, and then again do study on a daily basis about this theme design, then it seems my website views rise up and sales is good. But when I pause Google for 3 days, views drop, and I'm tired to do this every day. Why is this internet work this way? Not to mention that I need to be on Instagram, House, and Pinterest. It kills my eyes staring for 12 hours a day on gadgets. Is there any way to get views without being too active online? I mean, other than advertising. To answer your question, if you specialize in this area, then your job is to know your product and sell it, right? To answer this question, yes, you need to hire us to do it for you on your behalf, or you can learn and you can continue what you're doing because it's working. It's working. Now, the first part I didn't understand because if you're running Google ads, then of course you're going to get the views. But when it comes to search engine, you write the article, you write the blog, and you share on social. Once the audience finds it organically, then that's going to continue. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that part I didn't get it when you said turn off Google. What do you mean? Like if you turn off the Google, yeah. If you turn off the ads, if you turn it off, you're not getting the clicks. So of course it's gonna stop, right? But that means is your organic doing very well. If you ranking organically, then you don't have to run the ad anyway. Make sense? So the solution is either you do it because it's working for you. It's a sacrifice, of course, but it's helping you to generate income. But if you don't want to do it, then you have to delegate, either hire an agency or somebody that specializes in specific areas and have them do the work, or also run the ads. Make sense? But that was a very, I love your comment and question on that one, Grace. Thank you. Let me know if I was able to answer your question. Lashanda, what's going on? Can you see my comments on YouTube? I'm over there right now. Unfortunately, that's funny. I can see Skype and I can see all the comment that comes in to my ecom. Let me see. Maybe there's a problem again. It shows that I'm live on Periscope. Oh, yeah. There's a problem. Is not is it feeding? Is it showing up on YouTube? Because Restream is telling me that it's not. But if you're able to see it, that is very weird. So that means I have to troubleshoot it tomorrow. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, it doesn't show in Restream that it's there. I'm getting a signal that says it's trying to connect, but there's no connection taking place. Here's another question about I have created a business page in Instagram or Instagram account and I wanted to target people from my hometown. My posts are not getting a reach and also followers. Can someone please guide me how? Again, the question is this question: why you want to have followers? Like, what is the objective? And when you say followers, do you want targeted followers or just any followers, right? So again, you need to run an ad to target a follower for a specific thing. If you want to do things organically, I think there's a tool. What is it called? Is it Unfollow? No, there is a tool that can help you find audience in your area, and you can select the niche or what they're interested in. Then you can follow them back. Don't do anything automatically though. You gotta do things organically. Okay, you don't want to do things on automatic basis. Do, 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 do. Yeah, that's weird because Restream says it's not connected. Okay, Lashonda, yeah, Restream is telling me that I'm not connected to YouTube, but I guess that's why I'm not able to see your comment. So that's very weird. So Grace, let me know if I was able to, if I answered your question, let me know. And I guess I already know the answer anyway because it's in your question already. Chris, what's going on, my man? Hey, I talked to your buddy Jonathan. He's a cool guy, man. We had a good conversation the other day. So thank you for the refer. I'll appreciate it. Yeah, he was a cool guy. The good thing about him, man, I mean, it's very hard to find businesses that don't understand how marketing works, and luckily he was one of those guys that understand how digital works, and he does a lot of research, which is amazing. Makes my work much easier. You know what I mean? So that was pretty good. So let me know if y'all have any more questions within the subject of digital marketing or WordPress or how to breakdance. Let's see. Do, do, do. Let's see. Do I have any question? Okay, here we go. Why the analytics data from Google Analytics? What? Why the okay? Why the analytical data from Google Analytics mismatch the Google Search Console? Well, the thing is, the objective of the Google Search Console is mainly for on-page SEO, making sure the website gets the crawling and indexing and whatnot. So the measurement on Search Console mainly they look for impressions, click-through rates, and I think keywords. It will show some of the keywords versus Google Analytics. The algorithm is a little bit different. Like they have something called sessions, which is basically a visitor that comes to your website. If you have like 5 pages and they basically went to like 1 or 2 or 3 pages, it is still considered one session. And there's a 30 minutes limit. So if you go to a website and you don't do anything within 30 minutes, it drops. And if you go back to again, then that's considered second session, even though it's one person. So that's why the number a little bit differ. Makes sense? So what you have to do, you have to cross-reference and look at these numbers and utilize Google Analytics as something not necessarily 100% data. I would consider it maybe like 80% accurate because sometimes what happens if you have team and staff from your own company that check the website every single day, you have to basically block that IP address because you don't want to add your own company staff check the website and basically be calculated within the Google Analytics. Make sense? Me and him bounce everything off each other. He's really yeah, he's very sharp. I was very pleased to have an awesome conversation with him, and the cool thing about him, he knows exactly what he wants, but he needed a little bit of direction. So we'll see how far we can basically help him. Is there a freelance website that has a better contractors quality than other, for example, Fiverr and Upwork? Well, you know what? You're not gonna believe this, but Fiverr do have good contractors. Of course, before they used to be called Odesk, when Elance bought them and became Upwork. Now, I don't know if you ever got a chance. This, Lauren, did you know that LinkedIn has another outsourcing service? It's called Pro Finder. So when you log into your LinkedIn, go to ProFinder. This way you can find everybody within LinkedIn platform, right? In fact, in order for you to get some, let's say new leads, why not post your information on ProFinder? That way you can get contractors, or I'm sorry, you can get customers, and at the same time you can contract out or outsource. I mean, be as a freelancers. And my suggestion is, try to be everywhere. Some of my friends basically did that. They were like on most of the major outsourcing sites, and they do get some, clients here and there, because you do have to not just advertise, you have to put yourself out there organically, and also if you have some money on ads, you can invest it. If not, be organic, but also be everywhere, because you want people to find you. So that extra effort of time and spending time doing all this thing, it's actually good. Okay. Chris, where you at, man? Love the background. I'm actually at one of my clients' office here. I don't know if you know Saulo, right? This is his room. So yeah, it has a lot of good stuff right here. Grace, yes, Yusuf. Basically, what attracts views to my web is for me to be actively on Pinterest, House, and Instagram. Great. Responding to people's posts, get connected and comments their posts, then Google and read tens of blogs a day or search top names of interior designs. But how do I delegate others to do this job? Like I said, I mean, some tasks, what you mentioned, involves social media people. Like, so we can, in our company, we can take care of that part. But reading content, just for the sake of reading, I mean, that's not the case. If you want to read some content like within the same industry and you want to share them, we can do that too. So basically what I'm saying, we help clients with those sort of things, right? That's one thing. Secondly, if you're reading all these blog posts, why not write your own? You read them and you can curate them of your own and schedule them to your social channels. The only thing that you still have to continue doing is responding to comments. So even if you hire us, there are things that we don't know how your business gets run, or what kind of question you need to answer. There's certain things that you have to be in charge of answering those. Now, if your audience asking us, let's say, where are we located? Okay, there's an answer for that. We know it. We don't have to ask you for that. Makes sense. You either have to hire an agency or a specific person that either specializes in social to do most of your task. Makes sense. Like everything you mentioned from Pinterest and Instagram, that's mainly social, right? Let's see. But reading content, I mean, there are many tools out there, like what is it, Post Planner, that can help you find those content. You can also utilize answerthepublic.com to find those content. I mean, we can do that too and send it to you, or we can share it on your channels. An agency or a social media person or a content marketer can definitely help you with that. Okay. Yeah, Saulo. So yeah, this is Saulo's. He works here. He does the media stuff and for this company right here in Texas, San Antonio, Texas. So yeah. Does that make sense, Grace? You can also check out internship.com and hire students, because some students wants to do work for credit. So if you have a system in place, whatever you do, documentation, okay? Lauren knows this. Document your task, because when you document it in a Word document or Google Sheet or Google Docs and whatnot about the process that you do, then you can have somebody else follow that process. Then you can train somebody else to basically take your skills and your strategies and train them, right? Because you have the documentation, and have them do the work. So for example, if you use internships.com, some of these students, they just want to do it for the credit for the school. So you can have them do it for a month and see how it works, but you have to train them. So if you don't have anything to train them, don't do things verbally. Have everything written in Google Docs and show them how things are done, because this is going to be your system. And you can educate them and train them how to do it, and now they can do it by themselves, and you can focus on the business in terms of helping your customers and whatnot. So there are many ways. Either hire a student for the credit, several months or 1 month and whatnot, or we can go to like Upwork, Fiverr, ProFinder, Freelancer, and hire somebody to do those tasks. You can even ask locally. You can even ask from your social channel, hey, anybody knows how to do social? Anybody wants to do this? Let's talk business. Or you can just hire freelancers, contractors, or agencies like myself or anybody else, if you have the budget to basically, pay them to do that, right? Because you need to make money in order to delegate the task for somebody else. You know what I mean? So yeah. Let's see. This same question again. How to increase Facebook members organically and quickly? Oh my God. ads quickly, organically. All right, there are a lot of good answers out here. Organically, offer amazing content. Of course, when you say amazing content, we have to think in a sense that this content has to be impactful, beneficial, something that like a question based, something like answers the pain and challenges for your target audience. Okay. And the content can be in any format. It can be written, it can be video, it can be podcast, it can be live streaming, all this. Okay, let's see. Grace. Okay, Yusuf, let's discuss the goals first and then define the right task to do and then delegate others to do this. How do I discuss this with you? Excellent question. Just send me a DM. We'll talk further. Okay. DM me a message, then we can talk about sometime this week. Let me know what time you're available, then we can go through the whole detail. So basically, I need to see your website. I need to see all your social channels. Look at your objective and the goals, and what's like bothering you, and where you want to delegate some of the tasks, and we can go from there. Okay. So yes, DM me please. All right, it is 6:54 p.m. Central Time. Do we still have any more questions, please? Take this opportunity to ask, folks. Something you got stuck with, like not stuck on the street somewhere, but with the website or something you're working on and you're having some challenges, please ask right now. Okay. I'm going to wait for 1 more minute. If I don't see any questions, I will bounce. And I'll be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. So if y'all still have any more questions, don't forget to DM me those questions and send it to me. Grace, thank you so much, Yusuf. We'll email you. Awesome. Yeah, please just DM me, and I'm going to also send you my email. It's actually my full name. If you see my full name, Yusuf Chowdhury at gmail.com. Rocking the house. What's going on, bro? How you doing, man? How you doing, and how's your business, bro? So my full name is Yusuf Chowdhury at gmail.com. Okay. So, Rocky, what's going on, man? How are ya? How's business? Let me know if y'all have any more questions. Questions, folks. Send me your questions. What should you use to find referring URL? Excellent question. There are tons of tools out there. Of course, you already know SEMrush, but if you want to use something for free, there are tons of them. Let me use this one awesome company. They're like big company, and they're like my competitor, right? Let me see. It's called Internet Marketing Ninjas. Yeah, this company called Internet Marketing Ninjas.com. If you go to that website, Lauren, internetmarketingninjas.com, then go to tools. They basically built all these tools for backlink analysis or for link analysis, because you can use Moz's what is it called, Moz Explorer. That's another tool from Moz that can show you the referring domain. But SEMrush has that feature, just SEMrush has that feature, but of course SEMrush is not free. But for the free one, check out internetmarketingninjas.com. Okay. For analytics, of course, Google and Google Search Console and Hotjar or Lucky Orange or Crazy Egg. Because these three, you can just pick one of them. There's another fourth company, I just forgot the name. What it does, it records the mouse movement on your landing pages or your websites, so you can understand how the audience are behaving, so you can make the changes and adjustment. When it comes to any other analytics, of course, Google Analytics and Google Search Console. You need those on the side. But check out internetmarketingninjas.com and go to tools. In fact, let me share the screen real quick. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. Into SEO tools and counting. So most of the stuff right here for free. These are direct my competitor, amazing company. They do search engine service, and they do Google Ads, and they're a very good company. And yeah, they're like, yeah, if I share this, you guys can go with them. It's all good. We're supposed to help each other, right? So, so they have an awesome tool right here under free SEO tool. They got like checking broken links, image analyzer for alt tag, on page tools, side by side comparison. So check out this website, the internetmarketingninjas.com. I mean, sometimes we even use their stuff, right? So I did see the other day that they have a tool for putting up referring domains. Okay. All right. That was a good one. Do, 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 do. Let's see. All right. Any more questions, everybody? Any more questions? Any more? Any more? Any more questions? You're most welcome. Thank you very much. Lashanda said, "You are so smart." Of course, I know. Sorry, that's kind of really arrogant and corny to say that. Thank you. I try. Okay, I try. Try to be smart. I'm not that smart, but thank you.